I didn't care about my hair, I didn't have to care if I lost it or not. And for quite a chunk of time, I was losing my hair a lot faster than I was growing it back. When I was about 7 or 8 years old, I started just by touching my hair. I would run my fingers through it, kind of feel around for like imperfections. That eventually escalated into me pulling the hair out by the follicle, and basically hasn't stopped since then. We're 20 years into this, and it's been quite a wild ride. Hair loss has kind of been this looming constant in my life. It's always been something I've been insecure about. It's always been something I was afraid to tell other people about, and then it was a really scary but enlightening experience. I found out what it was on Tumblr. I did like a Google deep dive, and after that I basically swore to myself that no one else was ever gonna know. Basically my parents knew, some of my extended family knew I had an issue with my hair, but that's about as deep as it got. I think I told one other friend, and other than that, this was something I was ready to like take to my grave. In 2019, I had just graduated from university. My hair loss was really difficult to manage. I was pulling a lot more. I didn't really know how to take care of myself or my hair or my body. The thing that switched for me was realizing that hiding my trichotillomania was actually hurting me a lot more than anything else. I basically told myself like, okay, this is how far you've gotten by hiding your hair loss from everyone you know. Why would we like continue down this path if it's not doing anything good for us? What if we tried something different? Something different ended up being pull yourself together. An Instagram page just where I could share my life with trichotillomania, where I could talk about my hair loss, where I could learn how to talk about my hair without like completely cringing, because I still cringe and I still get kind of uncomfortable saying out loud, I compulsively pull out my hair, I have trichotillomania, and it's something that I think is going to follow me around for the rest of my life. When I started talking about it on Instagram, it was mostly people that I knew from real life, so people from school, a few people from work, people that I went to high school with. It was kind of underwhelming, honestly. This was this deep, scary, dark secret that I was holding on to for dear life. I was clutching it, like my life depended on it. But it was fine. Like, I got to open up to a lot of people that I knew, and they kind of felt like it was safe to open up to me, which actually meant a lot to me. And then from there, I started meeting a lot of other people who also experienced trichotillomania, who also experienced body-focused repetitive behaviors, skin picking, nail biting, hair pulling. The more I shared about my insecurity with my hair, the more I saw other people's insecurity in their hair. People who I would look to as hair goals. People I would look to as like, wow, they are so lucky to have that much hair, or to have their hair look like that, or to have that color of hair. Like, these would be people I would like idolize. Today's December 19th, 2024. I haven't tracked my trichotillomania for a long time. When I was still in high school, I used to tally up every hair I would pull out in my school agenda. Whenever I would do it, I would feel a lot of shame if the number ever got too high, and the number could get too high anytime because it was completely subjective. There were no rules or boundaries around it. I have kind of a negative association with tracking my hair pulling, but I also know that data is very important for any science experiment. In an effort to human experiment on myself, we're doing a little data collection. I want to see what are the factors that do and don't contribute to me having a low pull week, a low pull month, and potentially a low pull year. I want to really figure out, like, what does it take to stop pulling my hair? I have an idea about what I think it is. Then I want to see how it compares to what you think it is. Maybe this will be some of the rules and the boundaries that we set, okay? First of all, no matter what the like damage is, I can't feel bad about myself. And not can't as in like you're not allowed to feel bad about yourself, but I know that feeling bad about myself doesn't really make me pull less. I want to take it easy on myself. I want to just take better care of myself as a whole. And like, if my hair can, whatever, net positive afterwards as a result of that, I'll be very happy. I think I still want it to be fun. Science experiment vibes. I want to be able to look back on this and not feel like I was torturing myself, which is kind of what I associate tracking with, to be honest. An example would be applying scalp oil and then massaging your scalp. It's good for your scalp, it's good for circulation, it's good for your hair health in general. But there was a time where I would see that and be like, oh, you have to oil your hair because your hair is so thin and so stupid. So I want this to be fun. I don't want to hate myself by the end of it. I don't want to be attached to my hair growing longer. I think my hair will. I'm fairly confident that my hair will grow longer, my hair will grow thicker. I want to just learn how to exist as I am. Keep up this like self-compassion, self-acceptance narrative that I'm like practicing and working on. And I think that's it. I don't know. It was also important for me to see Asian people talking about hair loss, talking about trichotillomania. There is a stereotype that Asian people get the best hair genes, we get the best skin genes. When I first learned what trichotillomania was, I can really confidently say no other Asian people were talking about it at all. And I know that we're out there. I know that there are Asian people. I know that there are non-white people who experience mental health drama and don't feel like they don't have anyone to talk to because they don't relate to anybody, because that's how I felt. I am very much looking forward to this year of self-regulation, of self-acceptance, of self-compassion, and if the hair wants to come along for the journey, then it can. And if it doesn't, that's also okay. I am really trying to sell myself on that idea. But I do think it's true. If the hair doesn't want to come on the journey, that's okay. It's okay. We're not gonna die because you don't have all the hair on your head at one point in your life. I want to know from you what you think is important for me to track, because I have an idea. I have like the skeleton of what I want to do and what I want to look for, but I'm curious to hear from you as well what you think would be most important for me to track to get a comprehensive view of this trichotillomania situation. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.